Go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Folks, we're very sorry this Monday morning, a technical difficulty with the audio input into our system. Technical difficulty with that. Had to shut everything down, bring it back up to get the audio to work properly on our programming this morning. We're so sorry about that delay. I gotta try to get some kind of flow. I mean, 7:06. How about let's start there? Good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. 706-889-9700 is our number. Chief@FetcherNews.com. Follow us at FYNTV.com, and also or at FYNTV at Fetcher News, and our sports department, Jason Banks. Jason Banks will be here, and we're going to go ahead and go through with that. Okay, Sam, let's get him ready, because I'm going to go ahead. Just tell me when you're ready, because I don't want to go to commercial. Okay, we'll take a commercial after that, since we just got. So get Jason ready. Give me the high sign, and we'll go to the sports when you got him all ready. Now I'm being told from the control room our computers froze up. Is it still froze up? Wow, it was a tough weekend, tough morning, huh? It was a tough audience. Okay, that being said, just let me know when we have Jason ready for sports. So at 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about that. The end of the Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton era. It is not, the Clintons will not be on, you will not be able to use the Clintons in 2018. You will not be able to do that. The facts on Uranium One, how come nobody's talking about this morning? The actually bribery money, is that what's called? Briefcases of money to bribe, Russian money, to use for bribes in the Uranium One case. How come nobody's talking about that this morning? We're going to go over that. Jeff Flake caught on a hot mic. The GOP is toast. I know everybody's talking about the GOP is toast, but, okay, Jeff Flake said it on a hot mic, and we know that. Let me tell you the other things we're going to do at 9, just so you know. Okay, we're going to go over we're going to definitely go over Trump's, the dad of one of the basketball players. Trump said, I should have just left him in jail. We're going to go over that. 77% of Democrats with 4-year degree think sex is not determined at birth. They want a gender-neutral world, folks. We have yelled that for a long time. We're going to talk about that. How come no one is talking? This is at 9 o'clock. How come no one is talking about the HHS secretary, the new HHS secretary that Trump appointed, that is a pharmaceutical guy / lobbyist? Nobody's talking about that. All right, so we're going to go over all of that at 9 o'clock. Now it's 8:30, and it's time for sports. Monday Morning Quarterback is where we look at last week's sports. Monday Morning Quarterback with Jason Banks, director of TeamFYNSports. Jason, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing this morning?
And I'm doing all right, sir. How are you?
Well, you're a little garbled, so I don't know where you're calling from, but maybe it'll clear up here in a minute. We're having all kinds of technical difficulties this morning, but we're going to power through. We're doing fine. A lot going on this weekend, from wrestling to high school basketball, invitational tournaments this weekend, to some upsets in high school football. Where do you want to start?
We got to talk football real quick. I mean, got to start there. How about those Bulldogs again? You know, Murphy still in it, still fighting. They won 49-35 this week, or last week over North Stanley. This week they play East Surrey. It was 9-4. Also played really well this past week. Definitely not going to be a pushover for Murphy. Excited about that game though.
Hey Jason, your audio. I don't know where you're calling from or what's going on with our mixer or whatever, but your audio is very hard to hear this morning. Are you calling from somewhere else or?
No, I'm calling you from my home office today.
Okay, because it's very bad. Let's anything in there, any different in there that sounds fine? Okay, it might just be my earpiece. Okay, go ahead, Jason.
Okay, so still trying to find out. This is a neutral game that Murphy will be playing against East Surrey, but nowhere online is it listed where they're playing. So I'll be calling the coach this afternoon to find out exactly where that game's going to be at, so we can talk about if we want to go. Also, though, Robbinsville and Cherokee are still in their brackets too. They still also won this past week, so kind of exciting. As far as upset city, you know, Friday night, as you and I briefly spoke Saturday morning, Blessed Trinity pulled off the upset. They took down the Giant, Cartersville, 21-17. They actually owned Cartersville. Cartersville never led in that game. So that definitely shook up Quad A. And, of course, Ridgeland lost. Cedartown lost. It's really, you know, with Marist and Blessed Trinity both winning on Friday night, it says a lot about how strong, really, Region 7 was this year.
So you're telling me Cedartown is out, Ridgeland is out, and Cartersville is out.
That's right. GAC had a hard time beating Lovett, 31-21. I don't know if it was the weather or what, but and Dawson is out now. Dawson did lose to Cedar Grove, defending champs. So Cedar Grove's still alive in AAA. But as far as Quad A goes, it's anybody's show now.
Well, I'm kind of shocked. Cartersville is out. That caught me off. That's really catching me off guard. That Cartersville is out. Ridgeland, you know, I like Coach Tank, but you know, every once in a while, Coach Tank can be out coached, and I know that's not gonna do well with fans. I know it might upset people, but that is the thing. Is it's all comes down to coaching, and sometimes Tank loses on the sideline sometimes.
I think those guys probably had a target on them for a while. You know, they caught attention early, so people probably been watching film. Anyone that knew that there was a possibility they'd see Ridgeland or Cartersville, you know, or Cedartown down the road, probably said, "Hey, let's go ahead and start preparing for these guys so that we can get our team prepared when we have to face them."
Well, what about what else is going on around North Georgia? There's a whole lot of stuff this week with invitationals and basketball and wrestling. What else we got on tap this week?
Well, of course, we got the Thanksgiving tournament, but I'll save the best for last there. Let's talk wrestling for just a minute. Kilmer High School, young wrestling team. They got a new coach, wrestling really well. They took second this weekend at Allatoona at the Blackbeard Duel. They beat Carrollton, they beat Allatoona, the host, they beat North Forsyth, they beat Woodland Cartersville, and they lost a very close matchup with Cass. So hats go off to Coach Gabatapur over there because you know, there was questions as to how strong Gilmer's wrestling team was going to be this season, and they are good. They're really good. And you know, Fannin. I'm waiting on Hinson to give me results from the Cartersville duels. I should have that this morning. They're actually, or excuse me, not Cartersville, the Warrior duels. They got the Cartersville duels on Tuesday. Gilmer's going to Etowah on Tuesday. So no Fannin Gilmer wrestling action yet. We'll probably get to see those two teams match up December 1st at the King of the Mountain tournament over in Young Harris, which is an exciting tournament. If you've never been, 25 teams come out to wrestle at that. But before that, next Tuesday, Fannin does have Union at home for the Fannin duels. So wrestling, there's a lot going on with wrestling. The season's still getting started for those guys. I mean, this past week, the football players are finally starting to wrestle and transition from football to wrestling. And it's exciting to see that we've got some good local wrestlers that could go pretty far this year.
What about anything else on the wrestling front before you get into some basketball highlights or anything happening there?
Not really. I mean, they're ramping up. I mean, that King of the Mountain tournament's the big one. I mean, that's really kind of the kickoff to what's really going on as far as wrestling goes. I mean, all these guys, they're doing these dual tournaments where they go in, or these quad tournaments, and Gilbert, they're finishing second in every duel and every tournament they show up at. Fannin a little bit slower start, but still doing well, and I expect that they had a pretty good weekend. I've got some photos actually that were sent to me from that. As you know, I've been out ill, but I'm looking forward to seeing these guys wrestle on Tuesday.
Okay, and now basketball. We've got the invitational, the holiday invitational up there at Fannin County, and we got some other basketball going on. What do you have for us on that?
Of course, Pickens started the tournament, and Dragonettes won a really close game over Gilmer, 48-47. Pickens Dragons won a big one over Gilmer, 61-51. Basketball and Pickens, obviously, they're pretty good. Then the Lady Rebels took the court and just destroyed the Lady Eagles of Hiawassee Dam, 46-16. Big win. They controlled that game from the start. And the Rebels had a tougher time, but they won their game over the Eagles, 43-39. So right now, Pickens and Fannin are both unbeaten in this tournament. It's a round-robin format. So today, Pickens will start the games at 3 o'clock with Hiawassee Dam. Girls will play first, and around 4:30, the boys will take the court. And I expect that Pickens is going to continue to do what they were doing, over the weekend. But Hiawassee Dam, unfortunately, it looks like they're going to struggle a little bit in this one. But then Fannin and Gilmer at 6 o'clock. This should be really good games. At 6 o'clock and 7:30, Fannin versus Gilmer. Girls will play first, then boys at 7:30. Should be really good basketball. 6
o'clock tonight. Fannin Gilmer back to back. Girls and boys. Girls first or boys first?
Yep. Yes, sir. Girls first. They always have the girls play
6
first.
o'clock. Gilmer Fannin, and that's up at the Fannin County High School. All right.
Sir, at the new gym.
Well, anything else around the college? Anything else around the college ranks, or anything around the sporting world before we close today?
College. Nothing has changed yet. College. Tuesday, they'll release the new updated rankings. Wisconsin won. Still undefeated. Makes me a little bit nervous. I don't feel like Clemson should be ranked ahead of Oklahoma right now. Alabama, they're doing what Alabama does. They're rolling, and Miami's still obviously very good too. So we're just waiting to see it all play out. Right now it's kind of.
Well, Saturday night I went up to Knoxville. Bill, our reporter over in Dawson, White, and Lumpkin, he is from Louisiana, and he wears Louisiana purple and gold everything, and so he wanted to go to the football game up there, Tennessee, Louisiana. So we took off Saturday and we go up there, and it wasn't bad. I looked at the rainstorm. He called me Saturday morning to see what time we're going to leave. I was hoping he was calling me to tell me that he had changed his mind because it's raining so bad. And he said, no. He said, I'm on my way. So, all right, so we get up there, and I tell you what, the first half, I will say this, Tennessee actually, it's almost like they were playing thank you for getting rid of this coach, saying thank you, because they were actually playing the halftime. And I can't say that Tennessee fell out of this game, but right with 5 minutes left before the second half started, a rain came through of proportions I've never seen. And we're sitting in the top of the stadium because they give LSU fans the top rows. So we're sitting at the very top of the stadium, and this is a rain, came open like I have never seen. So everybody's rushing to get to the tunnel. So you get to the tunnel, it was like almost like hurricane winds with rain. And they couldn't even see the football. They kicked the ball and it wobbled all over. So Tennessee really got a bad second half. Was taken out of the game after that. But yeah, we drove 3 hours home soaking wet from Knoxville, Tennessee, Saturday night. So that's my college football update of the weekend.
That's fun.
Well, I looked down the field and I said, "Oh my God, there's a little too much orange here." It's a little, but Bill loves his LSU. I know you love Oklahoma. Bill loves his LSU. But we'll see this week. We'll see here in the next couple of weeks. And there's no Georgia Dome anymore. Georgia Dome is gone as of this morning. So one more time. Murphy Bulldogs move on. Where are they playing this Friday night?
They're playing against East Surrey, but it is a neutral site, so I've got to get with Coach and find out exactly where they're going to be playing that game at. North Carolina is, it's still new for me, so not 100% sure where these games are played when it does come down to neutral play, but we'll have that answer, later this afternoon.
And we're still waiting for. And if you want to see Fannin County basketball tonight, Fannin Gilmer basketball, 6:30 is game time for the ladies, and it's 7:30 for the guys up there at Fannin County High School.
Yeah, girls tip off at 6. And Pickens plays at 3, so there's lots of good basketball to be seen at Fannin County High School today at the new gym.
Well, Jason, look, I'll catch up with you after the show. I probably look for me to be up there to check out some basketball tonight. I always try to make it up to see a couple of the games, and I'll get with you later. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll get with you after the show.
Great, thank you.
All right, Jason Banks, Team FYN Sports. That's Jason Banks, Team FYN Sports. We'll take a quick commercial break so I can get back to politics. We know we've had some technical difficulties. Sam, take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We think we are past all the technical difficulties. We're sorry that Jason's phone was also having audio technical difficulties, and we think we're past all that. So hopefully, if you're in with us now from here on out, it'll be a safe. The bumps will be out of the flight. We have raised up another 10,000 feet. So that we could get above the turbulence this morning. And so let's get started all over. We got everybody's the groping. Now, Sam, let's show everybody bad groping. Remember that picture? This is bad groping, okay, when Sam can get to it here. Because I did say, I know. This is bad groping, okay? So there's Al Franken, okay? Bad groping. Bad, Al. Bad. Now, the Democrats have elevated themselves morally. They have picked up a moral standard here. They're using Al Franken. Now, Al made a mistake, and at least this is their take. At least he came out and apologized. And they're calling for an ethics violation investigation on Al Franken. Okay, that Al Franken even agrees with. Yes, I think we should do this. All right. So this is the moral high ground of the Democrats. Okay. Now this is good groping. Okay. So good groping. There you go, Justin Timberlake, right? Right? You want good groping, bad groping. There you go. So that's our good groping, bad groping of the morning. Now, in Alabama, the determination, I'm going to go to the ones marked endorsement. The 3 top papers in Alabama came out this weekend and it endorsed Doug Jones, the Democrat, endorsed Doug Jones. And let's go to endorsement 1. This is the editorial board for the 3 top newspapers in Alabama, Birmingham, I forget where the other 2 are at. But Alabama voters must reject Roy Moore. We endorse Doug Jones for U.S. Senate. Now, let me ask you a question. I know it goes all the way back to Benjamin Franklin, but I quite have never understood a newspaper endorsement. I really have never understood. I know they're not taken serious anymore for the most part. I can't remember the last time. Now, years ago, let's say the 50s, the 60s, I don't know, maybe even the 70s, it was a big deal to see who the newspaper endorsed. I have yet to ever understand that, okay, why a newspaper endorses a candidate. But here's what they wrote. A vote for Roy Moore sends the worst kind of message to Alabamians struggling with abuse. If you ever do tell your story, Alabama won't believe you. Or worse, we'll believe you, but we just won't care. That's what was written. Okay? Let's go to number 2. You got that up? There you go. To be clear, it's not only his record on women and children that disqualifies Moore. Now, you need to understand with that right there. They told everything right there. It's not only his record with women and children that disqualifies Moore. They have not liked Roy Moore. Roy Moore has been removed from the bench, voted in. They have done everything they can to get rid of this guy, and the voters in Alabama keep putting him back. If we vote for Roy Moore, Alabama will also show that we don't care about you if you're gay or Muslim or Catholic. So if you're Catholic, Muslim, gay, a woman, no matter who you are in Alabama, if you vote for Roy Moore, you're just saying you don't care about any of these people. That's what you're telling the world, okay? If you're an atheist or an immigrant, okay, let's go to number 3. We'll show each other that we only care about Roy Moore's definition of Alabama. Now, this is the editorial board. And that there's no room for the rest of us. Alabamians must show themselves to be people of principle, reject Roy Moore and all that he stands for. There is only one candidate left in this race who has proven worthy of the task of representing Alabama. He is Doug Jones. I'll leave that up there for just a minute. He is Doug Jones. Now, this is the editorial board, okay? Now, look, folks, President of the United States went down there, and I think he's the former Attorney General, right? Luther Strange was appointed, okay? Luther Strange was appointed as the senator to fill Jeff Sessions' term that was appointed to Attorney General. So Luther Strange is serving there. That is Mitch McConnell's man. Okay, Mitch McConnell's on a takedown here. Oh yeah, this is Mitch McConnell's thing. So you got Luther Strange, all right. You got what's his name? Mo Brooks. You got Roy Moore. You understand? Roy Moore won 2 elections already in Alabama. He beat Representative Mo Brooks. And he also beat Luther Strange. And then he turned around in the runoff and he beat Luther Strange head to head. Okay, Roy Moore has. To be the Republican candidate. And they're very upset because the Alabama Republican Party will not denounce Roy Moore. And also, you want to talk about women. Kay Ivey, the governor of Alabama, has said that the show must go on till December 12th. And the governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey, will be voting for the Republican candidate. And the Alabama Republican Party is not turned on Moore. The media is begging the Alabama Republican Party to turn on Roy Moore. Okay? But this is the editorial from the editorial board. And they're not going to turn on him. Okay? Now, all of these allegations were known by the candidates. I really think that maybe Mitch McConnell thought that Luther Strange would win, but this is Mitch McConnell's fight. Now let me go to Just go to ABC sexual harassment. Okay? ABC sexual harassment. ABC George, not sexual harassment. George. All right, this is how ABC came on Sunday. ABC George Stephanopoulos will voters elect more after sexual misconduct claims. Okay, now you look, he was so intense, and I forget the gentleman he was interviewing, right? So intense. He would not break. He wanted them to say that Trump would denounce. Okay, now let's go to Face the Nation. This is CBS. Okay. This is all they had. It just says Face the Nation. There's Roy Moore and his wife. Okay? Face the Nation. That's how it opened up. ABC, Face the Nation. All right? Like, that's how Face the Nation. Let's go to, let me go to Meet the Press. Meet the Press. Politics and misconduct. Look at all the ladies there in the picture of Roy Moore. Meet the Press, CBS. Let's see. For sure, maybe I didn't do a screenshot of Fox. That's surprising. I thought I did. Fox did the same thing. Let's see. I don't have one of Fox, but Fox did the same thing. They did exactly the same thing. All right. I was looking for another one here. So, Fox, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC, the propaganda machines against Roy Moore. That's what they did this weekend. That's how they opened up all of their shows, and they're determined to take this guy down. Absolutely determined. Now, I told you Friday, and I want to move on from this. I told you Friday, my apology here, I got a little backward on account of the way the show started out. I told you that Donna Brazile 3 weeks ago, and now this here, okay, and I believe it's all set up. They've taken the Clintons off the ballot for 2018, okay? You can't run against, the Republicans cannot run against the Clintons anymore. They can't do it. No matter what you think, even if you think there should be a special prosecutor, which there should be, okay, against Hillary Clinton. No matter what you think, all right? They are now, Democrats are now out apologizing to Broderick. Is it Anita Broderick? Is that her name? The lady that Bill Clinton raped, okay? They're now out apologizing to these women. Gillibrand up in New York wants to run for office, Senator Gillibrand, and she's out. Gillibrand is out saying that Bill Clinton should have resigned. Put up Philippe Reines, I think it's his name. Now, I think he is he worked for the Clintons, okay? Okay, this guy worked for the Clintons, and immediately he says, over 20 years you took the Clintons' endorsements, money, and seat. See, Hillary Clinton was supposed to, she was the senator of New York, and she left as the senator of New York to do what? Try to be president. But who made Christian Gillibrand? Who made her the senator of New York? The Clintons did. Clintons made her that. Now she's saying, and this was on Fox News Sunday, now she's saying, hey, Bill Clinton should have resigned. Over 20 years ago, you took the Clintons, for 20 years you took the Clintons' endorsements, money, and seat. Hypocrite. Interesting strategy for 2020 primaries. Best of luck. Okay? I'm telling you right now. All right? Put up Dems re-examine. Meet the Press. It says Dems re-examine. All right? On Meet the Press, they're all talking about re-examining Bill Clinton. All right? The Democrats are coming out. It's on Meet the Press. Re-examine Bill Clinton. I told you Friday, on Friday morning's monologue, that there was two things that they did here in the last 3 weeks. They took Hillary and Bill off the ballot for 2018. I told you that. They've taken Bill and Hillary off the ballot. You can't run against them anymore. You absolutely can't. They have pushed the Clintons off the political landscape for the next elections. They're over. The Clintons are over as far as that concerns. Go to Thomas and Anita. Now, I have this, I think it's Thomas and Anita. This was on ABC this week. And they talked about, now, ladies in the control booth, okay? You remember last week when I brought this up about Wednesday or Thursday, and I actually introduced the two of you to Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill, and I talked about this is something you guys didn't even know about. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Look here. I told you last week on this show, folks. See? Time, sex, lies, and politics. Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill. I told you on this show last week. If Roy Moore is elected, they will seat him. But they will immediately assign an ethics committee that will have television coverage like you have never seen. They will bring, all right, you remember, if you're old enough to remember, the Clarence Thomas, Anita Hill, and please excuse me, the pubic hair on the Coke can. We all remember that one if you're old enough. If you think the Clarence Thomas, Anita Hill confirmation hearings was something, you wait till you see this. Go right here. Give me the one again. Give me the picture again, Sam, of, I had it here just a minute ago, Meet the Press. You see this one on Meet the Press? Look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ladies in that picture. Oh, you get ready, because if Roy Moore is to win Alabama and he goes to Washington and they seat him, there'll be an ethics committee that will bring all 8 of those women before the ethics committee, okay? You will sit there, and I will tell you, there's the one lady that says he didn't pinch me, he grabbed my ass. There will definitely be, you watch and see on TV, he grabbed me. Wait till that soundbite. If Roy Moore's elected, you don't know what's coming. And this will be what they plan. This is actually, if Doug Jones is elected, this will disappear. Not the Roy Moore. They'll say the people of Alabama have spoken. They don't accept this. They'll go through all that. And then there'll be nothing else really to go on a daily basis and talk about. Okay? If Moore gets elected, this stays alive. They will keep this alive. It's too, I know you don't like that out there, but it is actually to the Democrats' benefit for Roy Moore to get elected and get seated in the Senate so they can do the nonstop over and over and over. A couple more comments on that before we go to break, because I want to go through a story. Another story before I leave this one, and just make sure I got. Okay, I want to say this in the Roy Moore story and what's going on right now in Congress, and the drop the towel story. I'm not joking. What's put up Barbara Comstock. Barbara Comstock on Fox News. A staffer, and it's anonymous, folks. It's anonymous, but a staffer a congressman called a staffer, a 19-year-old, to bring some papers by the house. Shows up, opens the door, and the congressman drops a towel, is wearing a towel, and drops it. The 19-year-old staffer, is so horrified, she quit. But it's anonymous. Nobody will bring it out. All right? Barbara Comstock. Go to Girls Club. I called it Girls Club. NBC they wanted to make sure that they were so politically correct they took Chuck Todd off this past week, and they brought in Andrea Mitchell. In the girls' club, you have Dingle, you have Comstock, and you got Andrea Mitchell, all right? They did the girls' club this week. Let me see which one I have not gone into yet. MSNBC this morning, Face the Nation yesterday. Stand with Democracy. They were talking about it. I'm trying to find one more here that I want to. I got to Meet the Press. ABC, pull up Roy Moore, if Roy Moore wins. Okay? Yesterday they talked about it on ABC. I'm telling you, that's all they talked about. If Roy Moore wins, should GOP block Roy Moore from office if elected? This is the conversations they were all having yesterday. Let's go to sexual harassment, ABC sexual harassment. They brought in Carly Fellerina, sexual harassment in Congress in the spotlight. That was all the morning shows yesterday, okay? Now, I have told you, if you are a state senator or a representative or a governor, in any way whatsoever, if you have served your state for the last 20 years or more, you better lawyer up now. Especially if you're a Republican, you better lawyer up now. Okay? Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to find that this does not stop. They want a gender neutral world, all right? So let me just go with this, and then we'll leave this. 77%, okay? 77% of Democrats with a 4-year degree think sex is not determined till birth. They want a gender neutral world. This sexual harassment, and it's definitely taking the Clintons off the table. I want to come back because we had our technical difficulties. I want to make sure I get to 2 more stories I'm working on. Uranium One, okay. Roy Moore off the front page. The tax bill on the front page, and Uranium One. I want to know how. Oh, wait a minute. Even though it's late, it still doesn't mean we can't do. Now, I'm not calling this lady a dog. I think I have to disclaim her every morning, right? I'm not calling an individual a dog, but this is my Minka dog whistle picture of the morning. Put up Minka. Okay? Just says Minka there. Every day I go on and I screenshot her dog whistle picture of the morning, okay? Of which one where she heard a dog whistle, all right? I'm sorry, I know how mad you get, but that's the morning Minka face, okay? Take us to break. When we come back, how come no one is talking about the new HHS secretary? Will there be the Obamacare mandate? Will it be pulled out? Will it be pulled out to get the tax plan through? Jeff Flake's, the Republican Party is toast, all right? We're going to talk about that. And then where we're at as a society, the father that says, hey, you know what? You didn't do anything for me, Donald Trump. Well, what's the big deal? We'll talk about that. UCLA, we have Border Patrol. We have a Border Patrol agent dead, okay, this morning. That's right. A lot of things going on. I'm your host, BKP. Take us to break, Sam.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead. You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Rough start to a Monday morning, but we're okay here. We're going to power through. We're going to power through this morning. We got 45 minutes. I'm your host, BKP. You can get us at chief@fetchernews.com, chief@fetchernews.com, and that's 706-889-9700, and at Fetcher News on Twitter, at FYNTV. Now, there's some other things I want to go over today, and I'm going to get to it tomorrow because of what happened with our audio problem and getting off our game today. But I want to make sure I get to a couple things that are not being talked about. The FBI informant. This is the FBI informant, and you need to pay attention to this uranium one, okay? I know you don't like when I say it like this, but ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, MSNBC, you name it, and it's who smacked who on the ass last. Let's see if you can say that fast. Who smacked who on the ass last is the headline. I'm serious. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. That's the headline, okay? Folks, we have to as a country, well, obviously we should be obligated to put Hillary in prison. And I don't say that just throwing it out there. We have to as a country get some things figured out. We have no choice. We have an attorney general that has not seen, that he did not see what he needed to. He did not see what he needed to right now to appoint a special counsel for Hillary Clinton in the Uranium One deal. But we have an FBI informant. This is the kind of things that's going on. Has video of Russian agents with a briefcase of bribe money and Clinton uranium scandal. Now, let me just say this to you. Let me go into a little of this, because here's what the people that just completely say no, this doesn't happen. An undercover FBI informant in the Russian nuclear industry who was made to sign an illegal NDA by former Attorney General Loretta Lynch claims to have video evidence showing Russia agents with briefcases full of bribe money related to the controversial Uranium One deal. According to the Hill investigative journalist John Solomon, the informant whose identity was revealed by Reuters as William D. Campbell will testify before Congress next week after the NDA, which carried the threat of prison time, was lifted. He was given a gag order. He could have went to prison. He was not allowed to disclose anything. Loretta Lynch stopped him from talking. The informant next week was carried out. A threat of prison time was lifted. They had to lift this. Campbell, originally misidentified by Reuters as a lobbyist, is actually a nuclear industry consultant who is currently battling cancer. A previous report, Campbell was deeply embedded into the Russian nuclear industry, where he gathered extensive evidence of racketeering scheme involving bribes and kickbacks. The Russians were compromising American contractors in nuclear industry with kickbacks and extortion threats, all of which raised legitimate national security concerns, and none of this evidence got aired before the Obama administration made those decisions. A person who worked on the case told The Hill, speaking on condition of anonymity, of fear of retribution by the U.S. or Russian officials. Okay? He's going to tell his story. All right? This guy's going to tell his story on bribery. Now, what I want you to know, and this is the only thing I really want to do on this morning, is I went to, had it here just a minute ago. I wanted to look up, because on the Uranium One, all they keep telling you is the facts on Uranium One. 2 House committees, and this is from factcheck.org, the facts on the Uranium One. 2 House committees have said that they will investigate the Obama administration's approval of the deal that gave Russia financial interest into uranium production. So it was done through a Canadian company. The 2010 deal allowed the Russian Nuclear Energy Agency, Rosneft, to acquire a controlling stake in Uranium One, a Canadian-based company with mining stakes in western United States. The reason they did that is because we cannot export uranium to Russia directly, but we can to Canada. We covered in 2016 presidential campaign, Donald Trump falsely, now listen, this is what they say, we covered it during 2016 presidential campaign when Donald Trump falsely accused former Secretary Hillary Clinton of giving away U.S. uranium rights to Russia and claimed without evidence that it was done in exchange for donations to the Clinton Foundation. Now the issue is back in the news. The numerous readers have asked about it again, so we recap here what we know and don't know about the 2010 deal. All right? I can't go into all of it, but here's what you keep hearing. You keep hearing that there was 9 agencies. It's not possible for Hillary Clinton to have made this deal. On one hand, we have an informant that's going to talk this week that was put a gag order with the threat of prison. Loretta Lynch, Barack Obama's attorney general, threatened this person to prison. We had to have a court order to lift this gag on this FBI informant, okay, so he could talk. And he's going to this week, all right? That was an illegal gag order on this FBI informant. Now, what you keep hearing is they throw it away, okay? They throw it away. You keep hearing, 9 agencies had to sign off. There's no way Hillary Clinton could do this. Makes this clear. The Committee on Foreign Investments in the United States, has 9 members. 9 members, including the Secretaries of the Treasury, State, Defense, Homeland Security, Commerce and Energy, the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, and representatives from 2 White House offices, the United States Trade Representative and the Office of Science and Technology. Did you hear that? 9. Those are the 9. Nobody talks about the 9 that had to sign off, the 9 that had to agree. There was bribery money. I told you 2 weeks ago, if they went into these agencies and said, hey, the president's really interested in getting this done. We need to make this happen. Who's not going to sign off? They're all secretaries that work for the President of the United States. Barack Obama, Treasury, State Department. That'd be Hillary Clinton, right? Defense, Homeland Security, Commerce. The committee cannot actually stop the sale from going through. So the lie is they keep telling you 9 committees had to sign off. 9 committees approved this. BS. 9 committees did not approve this. The committee can't actually stop the sale from going through. It can only approve the sale. The president is the only one who can stop a sale. If the committee or any one member recommends suspension or prohibition of the transaction according to the guidelines issued by the Treasury Department in 2008 after the department adopted its final rule a month earlier. For this and other reasons, we have written that Trump is wrong to claim that Clinton gave away 20%. He is not. Only the president has the authority to suspend or prohibit a covered transaction, the federal guidelines say. She gave it away. He gave it away. It was in the deal. Okay? It was in the deal. I am so tired of the Uranium One being told that 9 agencies had to approve of it and that Hillary Clinton didn't give it away. Yes, she did. Her and Barack Obama gave it away and they were in cahoots. Bottom line, I'm just so tired of that. One more time, pay attention. FBI informant has video of Russian agents with briefcases of bribe money in Clinton and uranium scandal. And what you're going to hear today is Jared Kushner called a Russian. Okay, we're so tired of the Russian collusion discussion with Donald Trump when we actually are going to have facts, do have facts, and do know what happened on this deal here, not to speak of the dossier and so on and so forth. Okay, now I want to get off of that one. I want to get off of that one. The other one I want to get to, and I want to do this briefly. All right, how come nobody will talk about this? Will you please text me and ask me where you're hearing this story? Okay, please. I'm very serious. 706-889-9700. chief@fetchernews.com. I really want to know, where are you hearing this story? So, put up Tom Price. I did this story the other day. I just got to follow this up, okay? All right, so here's Tom Price. That's the HHS Secretary, 6th Congressional District of Georgia. He went through this he's Dr. Tom Price, went through this confirmation hearing. He got an extra pack of peanuts and he got a first-class seat. All right? And he did it one too many times and boom, he's out. Remember his Senate confirmation hearings for him to be Secretary of HHS? Remember, Tom, if you don't get the votes, remember the president? You remember what he went through in the deja vu tax plan? Obamacare, we were going to repeal that. Remember what Tom Price went through? Are you telling me maybe the Obamacare thing wasn't all a setup because Tom Price is out? Who's the new guy? Now, I say this, and I don't want to belabor this, but the reason I'm so redundant on this is if you control the healthcare of this country, you control people. And it's all about controlling the people. So let's go to Alex Azar. Put Alex Azar's picture up. So Tom Price, we know. We know he's a former congressman in the 6th Congressional District of Georgia. We know what he went through on the confirmation hearings. We know what he went through on trying to get Obamacare repealed. And then all of a sudden he's gone. And there's this guy named Alex Azar. Do you know Alex? I don't know Alex. Do we have to run to fill his spot somewhere in Congress? No. I don't know Alex. Do you know him? I didn't think you did. Okay? I didn't think you do. Whatever the hell. All right? I don't think you know Alex. HHS Secretary. I'm just going to go one more time, as redundant as it is. Obamacare is written with the major amount of power from Kathleen Sebelius, former former Kansas Governor Kathleen Sebelius. An enormous amount of power went to HHS. Okay? Enormous amount of power. Every third page, HHS Secretary. So, Alex Azar. Interesting. Now, who is Alex? Alex Azar is the current nominee for United States Secretary of Health and Human Services after being selected by President Donald Trump on November 13th. He was formerly the United States Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services with George W. Bush from 2005 to 2007. Folks, he got there. 2004 is when George W. Bush gave away everything in this Medicare prescription bill where we couldn't pay for it, the Modernization of Medical Prescription or Medication, Act. He got there just in time, this guy. Alex got there just in time from 5 to 7. He was George W. Bush. He was under George W. Bush from 2005 to 2007 as the Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services. So wait a minute. I smell a rat here. He's the former United States Deputy Secretary, and now he's going to be the Secretary of Health and Human Services. He was there and helped administer this prescription drug plan, that is continually trying to bankrupt this country, all right? But then it turns out that he happens to have gone from there, his assistant secretary to Lilly. Put up Lilly. This guy became, right after that, the president of Eli Lilly. And where is Eli Lilly? Pharmaceutical company. Where's it at? Indianapolis, Indiana. Eli Lilly. Huh. I know what you might be saying. Well, you did this the other day. I'm just at a loss. I mean, nobody's upset. There's not a Democrat upset. There's not a Republican upset. I don't hear any of the talk radio upset. I don't hear anybody talking about this guy. Am I reading this incorrectly? Let me see if I got it right here. This is from the Politico. Leave that up there. Trump picks ex-pharma executive Azar to lead HHS. HHS Secretary. Azar's allies describe him as a pragmatist and a non-drama manager. President Donald Trump on Monday, that's the 13th, nominated former pharmaceutical executive Alex Azar to be the next Health and Human Services Secretary, moving to stabilize the agency at the center of the administration's biggest domestic policy failure. Ew, no, it's not biggest domestic policy failure. Universal health care, the fix is in. Look, folks, nobody's paying attention to this guy. They're paying more attention to who smacked who on the ass. I swear to God, I wish somebody would pay attention. I mean, this guy was deputy for George W. Bush, and God knows I have no love for this guy. This guy was deputy secretary, okay? United States Deputy Secretary, one notch under Health and Human Services, George W. Bush, when what? 2005 to 7. When 2004, they ushered in the Medicare prescription plan, right? Oh, God, we paid dearly for that. Didn't have the money for that. They weren't worried about the deficit on that one, were they? No. They weren't worried about pay-go, nothing. But this guy was there. Huh? He helped administer that. Then what's he do? He jumps into Eli Lilly. Then what's he do? He's also a major pharmaceutical drug company. He's the president of Eli Lilly. This is the United States. And was a member of the board of directors. He was a member of the board of directors of the biotechnological innovation organization, a pharmaceutical lobby. Whew. So wait a minute. We go from Dr. Tom Price. We have this major drama in this country played out on TV. Grandma Susan Collins, okay? Opiate addiction treatment. And it just wasn't doing enough. And we could not get it through. We got it through the House. We did a Rose Garden ceremony. We got it to the Senate. John McCain gave it thumbs down. Okay? We could not repeal the biggest lie told to the American people by Republicans. The biggest lie told to the American... I know what you're saying. A party. I know you're going to say right now, you know, I can find Democrat lies, and you're going to call this the biggest. I will tell you what, we'll extend it to my lifetime, all right? Well, no, wait a minute now. How about this? If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. That was the biggest lie. Huh. Okay, you're going to make a whole list. I disagree. Okay, period. I disagree. The Republican Party, there is not one Republican congressman that is elected today in the House of Representatives that did not run on I will repeal Obamacare, okay? Not one senator, Republican senator in the Senate that did not run on I will repeal Obamacare. So me, my friends, the biggest Republican lie in my lifetime is I will repeal Obamacare. So we get Tom Price in there. There's a whole kind of commotion. Then we get our Democrats turning Georgia blue with John Ossoff in the 6th District, the most expensive House of Representatives election in history, right down there in the 6th District for Tom Price. All theatrics. all a show. Were they ever intended to do it anyway? Was Alex Azar and George Bush's Medicare and all the big pharmaceutical companies, was this worked out from the beginning? I don't know, but I sure as hell know something. There's not a damn person paying attention. I guess you're going to say, well, will you shut the hell up? I'll tell you what. I'm going to roll it for you one more time. There's a guy that has more power in the United States over your health care that you don't even know, that's been appointed, and you need to keep in mind, George Stephanopoulos is not freaking out over the table. Please, admit it. Say it, say it, say it. It's like, you remember with Sam Kinison? That's what George Stephanopoulos looked like back to school when he was saying to Rodney Dangerfield, say it, say it. Remember that? I'm sorry, I got a little loud. But yeah, remember that? That's what George, do you see George? Do you see Chuck Todd? Do you see Andrea Mitchell? Do you see Joe Scarborough? Do you see Fox News? Do you see anybody? Anybody? You might be watching one of those other shows and I'm missing it. But do you see anybody talking about the power that this person, one of the most powerful positions in the United States as HHS Secretary administering Obamacare, that Alex Azar was there with George W. Bush, the Medicare expansion plan, the prescription plan that we didn't fund. Then he went to Eli Lilly as the president, a pharmaceutical lobbyist. Nobody's upset. Am I the only one that says, who the hell is this guy? Oh, I didn't even want to go there, but I mean, he may be a great guy, but I don't understand it. Is the fix in? I'm your host, BKP. We're taking another break. We're going to come back. We should have left their asses in jail, right? That's what the president said. Should have left your ass right over there in jail in China. You'll see how you get treated. Take us a break, Sam.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
We're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Sorry that the show got started off on a Monday, holiday week. A little slow. Technical difficulty on the audio. Had to restart everything. Got that up and running, and then Jason had some technical difficulty on our sports department. So I finally got my flow. I finally got my flow working here, and the show's almost over. Agent Martinez, 36, was killed on the in the line of duty Sunday while patrolling the Big Bend sector of the Texas sector of Texas along the southern border with Mexico, and his partner, who was not identified, sustained serious injuries. We need to support our men and women on the border. We need to build the wall. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say where that's concerned. Okay. I'm too frustrated to discuss that story right now. With us discussing. Now, would the wall have been built? No. Would the wall have been built? No. If, we spend billions. We spend billions of dollars in this country. Billions. Hundreds of billions. With no results. We spend hundreds of billions of dollars to find out that it doesn't work, or we waste that kind of money. To know that we live in a country where Planned Parenthood is still funded, but the southern border, the wall, is not. Do you realize that this Border Patrol agent being dead this morning patrolling the Texas southern border, would this attack, we're going to get some details, would this attack been stopped? We don't know. We don't know that. We don't know if it was stopped if there's a wall. But I will tell you this much. Can you believe we're still discussing a wall on our southern border, funding it 11 months after this man was inaugurated? When you voted for that wall, you did, America. That's why I can't go too far with that. I got to move along from that, or I will have a problem. Okay, let's go with the shoplifting, the first tweet from Donald Trump. Shoplifting is, I think I have it. No, it just says Trump tweet shoplifting. The next one's dad. The first one says Trump tweet shoplifting. Shoplifting is a very big deal in China, as it should be. Shoplifting should be. Do you realize you pay a portion for the products that you get today for the people in these stores to not absorb, but to know that there's a certain amount of theft that they will not be able to recover from? It's a big deal in China, as it should be, 5 to 10 years in jail. But not to Father LeVar, okay, not to Father LeVar, should have gotten his son out during my next trip to China. Instead, China told them why they were released. China told them why they were released. Very ungrateful. Okay, go to number 2. Now the 3 basketball, the one that says dad, shoplifter's dad. Now the 3 basketball players are out of China and saved from years in jail. LeVar Ball, that's the dad of one of the players, father of LiAngelo, is unaccepting of what I did for his son, and that shoplifting is no big deal. Should have left their asses in jail. That's my word. Should have left them in jail. Okay? Now put up the picture of the UCLA basketball players. All right? Now obviously they look so remorseful in this picture, these 3 men. They're in China and they can't keep their hands off of sunglasses or whatever, okay? And they get caught shoplifting, all right? And the President of the United States actually gets them released. Now, China could have kept these young men for 5 to 10 years. And trust me, in China, this is not, okay? This is not a shoplifting case that takes 4 or 5 years to get into court like the United States of America, the way our courts are so messed up and backlogged. These guys have been convicted in, 2 weeks and 5 to 10 years for shoplifting. You don't do that in China, okay? Remember this guy? Remember Otto? Put up a picture of Otto. Didn't I send you that one? Yeah, Otto. It just says Otto. All right? Now, China's not North Korea. But look, black young men and the father of the black young man. President Trump could have left your son over there. Now, I know you don't like to have to say thank you to Whitey. That's the media. Do not, I'm looking at this camera now. Do not look at me and think I said that. The media's already done it. I watched MSNBC at 6 a.m. this morning. They're the ones that have already come out and said the black man had to apologize to the white man, the master. Okay? Put up Otto one more time. This is Otto Warmbier. This happens to be the young man that President Obama, maybe if we turned it around, the white student, this is a college student, okay, tried to steal something, all right, got caught. Now, I know China is not North Korea, but this kid's dead. Obama left this kid over there to die, America. Maybe it's because he was white? Come on, I would dare not think that. But he left him there to die. You know who brought Otto home to his family to die here, at least in his country? President Donald Trump. I mean, the audacity of these low-life people. Go ahead, take that down. Put the picture of the four. Put the four players up. UCLA basketball player admits to shoplifting in China. They thank Trump. They were forced to thank Trump. Okay, they were not going to force. They were not going to thank the president. They did thank him because that's how they got out. All right. Then here, I have it here. Hold on. Now, this is where we've got to, the society. Trump dunks on UCLA stars. Controversial father says he should have left them in jail. All right? President Trump on Sunday responded to a father of one UCLA basketball player detained in China on shoplifting charges after he snubbed the president's success effort to get the teammates released, saying, I should have left them in jail. Okay? Downplaying that. When LeVar Ball, his son would be serving 5 to 10 years in China, not a prison in the United States of America, in China, 5 to 10 years. When his dad was asked, he told ESPN, who? Who? Like, are you appreciative? You appreciative of the president? Who? What was he over there for? Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Everybody wants to make it seem like he helped me out. Everybody wants to make it seem like he helped me out. Okay? Let me find the other quote. Trying to find the other one. Supposedly, the dad says, hey, I'm from LA, man. We've seen it all. So a kid grabs a pair of sunglasses. Really? What's the big deal? Grab a pair of sunglasses. That's where our society's at. Should have left them in jail. Should have left them in jail. That's the way I feel about it. I don't know about you. Let me try to get a couple more of my stories in here before we go. Let me see, because like I said this morning, I've only got 6 minutes. And Donald Trump's Twitter deck: under President Trump, unemployment rate will drop below 4%. Analysts predict economy boom for 2018. Marshawn Lynch, you've all heard about this. The president tweeted this out. NFL, I think it's done. I really do. I think NFL's done. NBA's right behind it. Marshawn Lynch of the NFL's Oakland Raiders stands for the Mexican anthem and sits to booze for the national anthem. Great disrespect. Next time NFL should suspend him for the remainder of the season. Attendance ratings are going down. Whoa, suspend Marshawn Lynch. What do you think? Republican senators are working very hard to get tax cuts. Okay, working very hard to get tax cuts. Hopefully it will not be long, and they won't disappoint the American public. On the tax cuts, I don't have time to go into them very deep, but I will tell you this. Stop believing all the hype about the Obama mandate, all right? If the Obamacare mandate is taken out, it will not hurt. It will not hurt. It only helps the poor people that can't pay the tax. The people that cannot pay a premium are being penalized and they have to pay a tax. Yes. So they just won't have to pay that tax. So quit letting the media tell you, oh, well, this could knock 13 million off. No, it doesn't. And it doesn't hurt Medicaid because the fact is, all of a sudden they're interested that $1.5 trillion would be added to the debt, and that by 2025 they would expire, but the corporate rate was permanent. And the reason that is the Byrd rule. Don't have time to go into that. Jeff Flakes, do we have that video? Play the video, Jeff Flake, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Bigger tonight.
We are the only station capturing what Senator Jeff Flake is saying about the future of the Republican Party.
Become the party of Roy Moore and Donald Trump. We are toast.
ABC 15's Melissa Blasius live in the Satellite Center tonight with more on this. Melissa?
Yeah, that's right, Steve. Senator Jeff Flake painting a troubled picture for the future of the GOP. Microphone was still on after talking to constituents at a town hall meeting in Mesa. He was doing all of this while he was talking to
Jeff Flake, who is unelectable in the great state of Arizona from Donald Trump, quit the race at anemic polls, was caught purposely on mic saying bad things about your favorite president. He'll be a no on tax cuts because his political career is always, anyway, is toast. His political career anyway is toast. Jeff Flake, not Flakes, Jeff Flake from Arizona, the Republican Party, Roy Moore and Donald Trump, we are toast. We are toast. So, why are we toast? Because of Donald Trump? Why are we toast? Because of Roy Moore? Why is the Republican Party toast? I wish I had so much time to get into this. Because of why? Because you voted for Donald Trump and you didn't vote for who? Jeb Bush? Why is it toast? Let me see what other pictures maybe I have not run by this morning. Susan Collins, I don't want that one. Reject Roy Moore. I did that one. I got all those. I think we did all of them. All the pictures I think we got through. Folks, before we close, it's 9:59. I'm your host, BKP. We'll attempt to come back here tomorrow morning and do a clean 2 hours. Things happen from time to time. I want to say how much I appreciate Rose, how much I appreciate Sam, and all the staff here at FetcherNews.com, FYN TV, TeamFYNSports. Everybody does an outstanding job. And so from time to time, things don't run as smooth as we'd like, but we get up. We end the day and we get up tomorrow to start all over, and we're going to come to you at 8 o'clock, and we're going to have audio, and we're going to have the show with a nice, clean flow to it. And then Thursday and Friday, Thanksgiving, we will have a special show for you prepared. Thanksgiving, you want to get up Thanksgiving morning and not want to watch a float or Woody Woodpecker floating down, by the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You can tune us in. We'll have something going on also on Friday. Do you have your Christmas tree up, Rose?
Not yet.
Okay. When do you think you should put a tree up?
Day after Thanksgiving.
Day after Thanksgiving. Sam, you got to vote?
Yes, not till after, at least day of or after Thanksgiving.
Okay, after Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, Carla will be here. She's got 10 decorated already.
No, Carla will not be here tomorrow. She's off all week.
Okay, tomorrow Carla won't be here, but she has 10. And Friday is Black Friday. So I think I'll get my, I think I won't do it till Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'll discuss my purchasing of Black Friday items. I'm your host, BKP. Again, sorry for the inconveniences today. Thank the staff for powering through. Thank you for staying with us. And we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Take us out of here, Sam.